Good morning, and thank you for joining the Saskatchewan Retirees Association webcast. My name is Harold Hugg, and I'm president of SRA. And on behalf of the SRA Board of Directors, we're happy to see the interest of members in our topic today, discovering your new online experience with GMS. It's really an interesting topic. We had 366 folks register this morning, so that's really great. Our agenda today includes a few opening remarks from SRA, a presentation from our guests from Group Medical Services, and questions from you. I first would like to take a moment to acknowledge the land on which we gather as Treaty 4 territory, the traditional lands of the Cree, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, Saltex, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. As you know, we recently concluded our 2026 annual general meeting. We were very pleased with the turnout, with over 100 attending in person and several more that joined us online. We also welcomed 3 new members to the board, Jim Engel, Garth Ormiston, and Doris Hammett. If you missed the AGM, you can now watch it online. It's up on our website, so please take a chance if you missed it to go and have a look at that. Last year was a great year. We celebrated our 50th year as an organization. We introduced our Legacy Scholarship Program benefiting SRA members. We introduced a new service supported by Trip Merchant, offering members the opportunity to enjoy discounts on travel. We completed our new 3-year strategic plan to better serve our members. We sponsored membership luncheons in Saskatoon and Regina and awarded 15 members $50 gift cards just in time for Christmas. This year, we started things off by hearing from you, our members, with the launch of our membership survey managed by Insightrix. And we're pleased with your participation with over a 50% response rate. The survey will ensure that we continue to meet the members' needs and expectations. The results are available on our website, and we will be hosting a webinar like this one early in the fall. The board has also agreed to move forward on several important initiatives, including a more modest legacy scholarship program for 2026, a review of our accumulated surplus, and a review on how we manage our database and operational workload. The bottom line of all of this is to better serve our members. Over the last year, I had informal meetings with members from the British Columbia Government Retirees Association and the Manitoba Association of Retired Government Employees. These discussions touched on how we could work together and with other government retirees organizations across Canada to identify collective opportunities, particularly as the retiree population grows, and how we could form a powerful lobby in the interests of retirees. SRA's vision is to be known for delivering the best health and dental benefits and advocacy for Saskatchewan public sector retirees. Now, with close to 4,000 members, we continue to strive towards filling our mission. Our major focus is to continue to attract new retirees and grow and strengthen the association. Our webcast today is a continuation of a series of information sessions that SRAs have initiated that reflects our commitment to engage and inform members on topics of interest. At the end of this session, you will be asked for your thoughts and ideas on topics of interest for future webinars. Please take a moment to share your thoughts and ideas. I now want to provide a bit of information on the webinar itself. At any time, you can ask a question or make a comment by using the Ask Question box on the right of your screen. Similar questions asked may be grouped together so we can get to as many questions to our guests as possible during the time we have this morning. We will also follow up with any questions we are unable to get to after the webcast, so we will be sending out responses for those questions we're not able to answer. And following the session, the webcast will be updated to YouTube and available for future viewing on our SRA website. I now want to introduce Bill Thompson, who will be assisting the process today with handling questions and helping us move through the agenda. Welcome, Bill. If you have any technical issues during the webcast, please click the tech support button on the top right of your screen, and VoiceWorks will try and resolve any issues. I would now like to introduce Erwin Blank, Chair of Group Benefits Committee, who will introduce our guest speakers. Welcome, Erwin.
Thank you, Harold. And welcome, everybody. It is great to be able to speak to you today and to represent the SRA Group Benefits Committee as we go forward here to have what I think is going to be a pretty interesting and certainly a very well-attended webinar here on our new GMS web portal. So as Harold mentioned, I'm Erwin Blank. I've been a member of the SRA since I retired from SAMA after about 41 years of experience back in 2022. And I joined the Group Benefits Committee 2 years ago. in response to one of their email blasts asking for additional volunteers. And after a year of experience in mentoring with the folks on the committee who are extremely experienced, I also agreed to step up to a board position last year. And at the same time, I became the co-chair of the Group Benefits Committee along with Harold. So today, though, what we're here to talk about is our new web portal. And this is the GMS web portal that is going to be introduced on July 1st, so just over 3 weeks from now, which makes this particular webinar a very timely one. And it's going to be the primary vehicle that we all use to submit any of our health and dental claims here going forward after July 1st. So again, this is something that I think we all will benefit from being able to spend some time and learn how it works from the experts themselves. And we've got 4 of them with us here today from GMS, and ask whatever questions you have. And as Harold mentioned, as the presentation is going on, if you have questions, just type them into the question feature. Bill will be organizing them during the presentation. And then after the presentation, which will be roughly about 30 minutes in length, we will have a question and answer session where those questions will be sorted and asked, and the GMS folks will take care of that part. So with that, I will introduce our 4 esteemed guests from GMS, starting with our primary contact with GMS, which is Ryan McFarlane. So Ryan's going to be our leadoff hitter today, but I thought before he starts, I'll introduce all 4 of the GMS representatives, and then let Ryan take it away. So Ryan oversees GMS's corporate accounts and broker experience. He's a champion for the SRA program, and I can speak from personal experience that since he's taken on our account over the last year, he is really a person who goes the extra mile for us each and every week. And he is responsible for overseeing the client relationship and ensuring the successful delivery and ongoing performance of the plan. He works closely with the SRA Benefits Committee to support member experience, drive improvements, and act as a primary point of contact for all our account needs. So again, Ryan will be starting us off, and then he'll be turning the floor over to Chantel Findelke. She leads the GMS customer experience team, where she's responsible for shaping and continuously improving the end-to-end customer journey. Her team played a key role in the initial platform build and remains deeply involved in the ongoing transformation efforts. And I can say she's been attending a few of our GMS SRA meetings over the last year, and certainly she has been really engaged in this right from the start over their full 18-month development program. And she's the kind of individual, as you'll see, that when she enters a room, it always brightens up. So her goal is to really deliver a consistently seamless, intuitive, and customer-centered experience that sets a high standard for service and makes it easier for customers to engage with confidence and ease. So she'll be the number 2 presenter from GMS. She'll turn the floor over then to Devin Howell-Shiplack, who's the team lead of marketing at GMS, where he supports external communications, digital marketing, and the overall marketing strategy. He helps shape how GMS communicates with customers, partners, and the broader community, with a focus on making information clear, useful, and easy to understand. Now, today as well, to assist in the question and answer session afterwards, we also have GMS's technical expert, Mohit Moadwandi. Hopefully I pronounced that okay, Mohit. I'll stick to the first name, though. I think Mohit is the service lead supervisor with the customer service team at GMS, responsible for supporting frontline operations, coaching staff, and helping drive service excellence across customer interactions. He's been heavily involved in the Web Portal 2.0 transformation initiatives, including testing, launch, support, and cross-functional collaboration, serving as a bridge between the frontline teams and the broader business initiatives and stakeholders. So with that, I will turn the floor over to Ryan to take us through the presentation. Please welcome Ryan.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Erwin, for those kind introductions. And good morning to everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We're very excited to walk you through the new SRA My GMS member experience and show you what's changing effective July 1. Now, as Erwin mentioned, only a few weeks away. Now, we've spent countless hours across our organization to bring you something we are truly proud of. And our goal today is to make sure you feel confident and prepared before launch day. So we'll be reviewing the new portal experience, key enhancements, how you can prepare, and where to go for support. We'll also show a short portal walkthrough video midway through the session so you can see the new experience in action. And before we get started, I just want to express or reiterate what Harold had mentioned, that we won't be answering questions during the presentation to ensure we get through the material. However, we will end the presentation with at least half an hour to ask or to answer your questions regarding the new experience. And I'll also state that if you do happen to have those questions regarding your benefits plan or anything tied to a specific claim, feel free to kick those questions in. And while we won't be covering those in this webinar, we'll surely take those away and get back to you. So with that, we'll bump to the next slide. So just to quickly prepare you for what you are about to hear, I'll run through this agenda. So the new experience is focused on delivering a simpler and more modern digital experience for this membership. The new My GMS portal officially launches July 1, aligned with your renewal, as mentioned, and where you will continue to have access to the same benefits and coverage you have today. And what's really changing here is your online experience. We've invested heavily in making the portal easier to navigate, more mobile friendly, and more self-service focused. So in addition to the new platform itself, members will also have access to training resources and dedicated support throughout the transition. So after this brief introduction of the presentation, I'll now send this over to Chantel to dive deeper into what's changing and highlight the exciting new features.
Great. Thanks, Ryan. And Devin, I'll just get you to go back one slide really quickly there. Thank you for being here today, everyone. We're very excited to bring a new member experience to you. And before we jump into the demo portion of our video, just wanted to sort of highlight some of the things that have changed and that you'll notice. So like Ryan mentioned, we wanted, to provide a more modern, personalized digital first experience. We really wanted to make it seamless, easy, friendly, and fast for you to get any access to information you need. It is mobile friendly and has a responsive design. That being said, we do not have a mobile app at this time. It is on the docket though. We know that is something that our members are wanting. So, but at this time, it is just that mobile friendly, responsive design. We wanted it to be more faster and have a more intuitive navigation. We have expanded self-serve capabilities, which you'll see an example of that's going to be those benefits remaining. We wanted to have easier access to your GMS card, any documents you need. So, an example of that would be your annual tax receipt, also information to your claims and the history as well. We have streamlined the claim submission with a simpler guided process to help you, know what you need to submit depending on the type of claim you're submitting. We have real-time claim status and updates and tracking, as well as we have enhanced that privacy and security. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and give you a little demo into our new member portal.
Let's walk through the enhanced customer experience, powered by our transformation partner CoverGo, built-in collaboration with GMS, and tailored to address your pain points. Upon your policy renewal, the system sends out an automated email confirming your payment along with your receipt. This will be followed by a welcome email consisting of your benefit booklet. Along with the previous two messages, you will receive an email to activate your account at the click of a button. The Activate button redirects you into the portal login, where you need to populate your email address. A verification code received will be sent to your email. Post-verification of your email, create a password to log in and explore your new My GMS portal. Welcome to the newly revamped My GMS customer portal. It's a modern, personalized, digital-first experience designed for you. One that is seamless, easy, friendly, and fast, with expanded self-serve capabilities. The portal is fully mobile-friendly with a responsive design and offers faster, more intuitive navigation, so you can quickly find what you need. From the homepage, you can quickly view your policy and claim details, submit a new claim, access the GMS Care Network, and the Pay Direct Provider Locator search. You'll also have your GMS card available to you anytime, anywhere. All information relating to your policy can now be viewed and accessed with ease. By clicking View Policy, you can quickly open and explore your coverage details. Your benefits remaining are now in plain view, with progress rings providing a clear visual of both the level and amount remaining. Need to make a claim? No problem. You can click the Make a Claim button on the homepage or use the Claims tab. The process is now streamlined with a simpler, guided experience. Fields automatically adjust based on your selections, so you don't have to fill in unnecessary information. Once you submit, you'll receive a confirmation email and can track your claim status in real time. It's as simple as that. To ensure smooth and timely processing of your claims, you are requested to submit claims individually. If you have multiple visits or items, they must be submitted separately. Only one bill or service is allowed per claim form. When claims are settled, or if additional information is required, you'll be notified right away through email updates. Travel claims can be submitted through our travel partner Robin Assists portal by clicking Make a Travel Claim. To further empower you and support self-serve access, the portal includes a support hub, a one-stop shop with quick links and helpful resources to guide you and answer your questions. You can also find the link to your current portal here to view your past history or submit claims of the previous year. To make changes or updates to your plan, all you need to do is raise a service request, and we will process your request or reach out to you as needed. All of this is backed by enhanced privacy and security, ensuring your information is protected every step of the way. We are committed to listening, supporting, and guiding our members as we embark together on this exciting journey toward a new digital-first experience. We're just getting started. Stay tuned for more.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that demo. I know it was pretty quick, so will be accessible for recording after, and in a couple of weeks you'll also be able to log in and cruise through the portal on your own time. But hopefully it gave you a little glimpse into how easy and intuitive it is, and some of the key pieces that you're going to be able to have in your new experience. So I know there's been a lot of information shared over the last little while, and again, that new My GMS portal. So there's just a few things that I want to recap and remind everyone of, and some of those key pieces I think you're going to be mainly interested in, and just some reminders here. So once you get the activation email, make sure you register for your My GMS portal. That's really going to give you that access into those self-serve tools that you can access anytime, anywhere. So make sure that you register. It's going to allow you to submit and track claims online and get that real-time status update. So you're going to be able to tell exactly where your claim is at any point in time. It's also going to allow for faster processing through streamlined digital submission. And we do encourage you to have your sign up for your claims direct deposit. So we are going to continue to honor checks and mail those out, but we do encourage that direct deposit to provide a faster claims payment to you. In terms of claim processing, so you would have seen in the demo there that the biggest change you're going to see if you're used to submitting in our existing portal is you now will submit one claim at a time. That is going to allow for faster claims handling. It's also going to allow or enable that real-time status and update, so you know exactly where each claim is. And then streamline workflow support which will support that quick turnaround time. And if you are a member that happens to hold on to their claims for a year and submit them at the end of the year, I would just allow for a little more time to submit those. But we do encourage you to submit your claims as you're incurring them, just for easier submission as well as getting that quicker claims payment. In terms of accessing your old claims, so any claims dated prior to July 1 will not be available in your new portal, but they will still be accessible in your old portal. That is also, you can access that old portal through your new portal. So that Devin will show a little more in terms of just to show you where you'll be able to access that, but it is available in that support hub. Any, historical claims can still be accessed through the old portal as well. So that's both for getting the information as well as submitting it. You can also go ahead and submit your claims that were dated prior to July 1 at our front counter, or mail them in. And just really that key piece is any claim July 1st and on, new portal, any claim prior to July 1st, old portal. We've also, in that claim submission in the new portal, have a little reminder there as well, just in case you forget. And then in terms of your actual coverage, so your benefits and coverage remain the same, unless, of course, you're going to take advantage of the new options. And the existing GMS cards will continue to work. So for those of you that are existing members, not to worry. Any pharmacy, dental office, other healthcare providers where you have your numbers stored, no changes needed there. Your benefits will continue to work as they do today. As well as those plastic cards some of you are used to, you can continue holding on to those and using those cards. Nothing further will be required to change. So thank you again. I hope you're excited for your new member experience, and we look forward to sharing that with you in the coming weeks. And I'm going to hand it over to Devin.
Great. Thank you, Chantel. Thanks for running us through the new member experience. So just wanted to say thanks everyone for attending the webinar here this morning. My function here, just with being the team lead at marketing, I'll be walking through the new kind of quick little tidbits on things you'll need to know just in regards to that member experience and being able to build off a little bit more into that. So we have built a dedicated landing page to SRA members. So some of the pieces that we'll be able to go through in depth, as well as provide video instructions on, is being able to how to activate your account, being able to show a step-by-step process on how to submit a claim throughout that new portal experience, and then as well as being able to access your explanation of benefits and your overall claims history, being able to have access if you misplace or if you lose your GMS card, being able to access that and being able to print that so that you can have any amount of copies as you require, being able to then reset your password to your account, being able to track claim status and more. So I'm just going to back out of the presentation here just for a few moments, and I'll be able to show you exactly what this landing page entails. So the specific URL you'll see, and we'll share this to all members post-webinar as well, just so that you'll be able to access it. So it's just on gms.ca/associations/SRA. So once members go to this landing page, this is a page that is dedicated specifically to members. So it's only to individuals that have that specific URL. So it's not listed within the website. We want to make sure that we're giving that exclusivity to all of our members. So highlighting a little bit more on just what to experience within this page is being able to show the main pieces on how to activate your account when July 1st comes, being able to learn the overviews of what's changed within the new My GMS portal, as well as being able to highlight that whole end-to-end experience on how to submit and track your claims. So there's 6 instructional videos. So really starting from the beginning of the journey and getting into the end. So highlighting on how to activate your account and just a little bit of an expectation on what that member experience will look like. So you'll receive 2 emails, a welcome message to your new portal, as well as an activation link to access your new account. There is a specific video, and we have all of these linked within the call to actions of View Video. You'll make sure that when you click on that video, it'll be able to show you exactly what you'll be able to expect, especially on how to activate your account. Similarly to how to submit a claim. So really making sure that from the changes within our process on making sure that each claim will require its own submission, being able to then highlight how that will work in real time and how to track and manage that status, as well as being able to view more detailed information within your explanation of benefits, as well as your claims history, and being able to then access the video and where exactly within the portal to view that specific information. Then being able to then access your My GMS card if you need extra copies or if you misplace it by mistake. as well as being able to highlight the more comprehensive information within your SRA plan, highlighting coverage, benefits, and as well as the policy wording, and being able to show exactly where to access those components as well. And then last but not least, really being able to then understand that once that submission is completed end to end, where you're able to find your premium receipts so that you can take those into your account, keep those into your accounting purposes for your payment records, and making sure that you keep that important plan information in one convenient place. So getting through the transition at a glance, we really want to make sure that from the experience of the videos, we want to make sure that we're giving you a transitional view of what's new. So being able to highlight not only the new portal, but really just trying to make your claims experience overall much more convenient and easy, as well as being able to show you what changes, or sorry, what stays the same. So the same benefits card, no provider changes, and as Chantel mentioned, no interruption to claims. So then just some quick tidbits, high level of what you can do within My GMS. So being able to view your benefits, track your claims, be able to contact us at any point if you have any questions or anything more specific towards your plan and your coverage, as well as being able to highlight the plan details, your benefits card, as being able to then view all of the payment details that regard into your reimbursement status, as well as the payment amounts. Last but not least, going through this, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of things coming forward within July 1st, but with making sure that we're providing support to all of the SRA members, we are opening up a dedicated phone line from June 1st to the end of July, from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the specific number is mentioned right here. So that number is something that when members call into it, it'll be in priority sequence, and making sure that those SRA members, when they call that specific number, they'll have that front of the line experience. Then as well, after those dates, if you do require any follow-up conversations with GMS, the 1-800-667-3699 phone number will then stay in place during and as well as after. Then a few other pieces before I transition over to Ryan. We do have some frequently asked questions within the landing page as well. So if you're wanting to learn a little bit more about, say, your travel add-on days, being able to how to submit your health claims online, and as being able to just have a little bit more kind of comprehensive knowledge, we have the questions, and then being able to click on the accordion menu, we'll then be able to expand those options down. And then last but not least, we do have a few documents on the website. So relating to any new member enrollment process, along with the pre-authorized debit form, and then as well as medical questions for any individuals that will be potentially seeking to add on those travel add-on days. So with that said, that comes to the end of my portion of the presentation. So just want to say thank you, everyone, for, sorry, I just have to go through. Wanted to restart me for some reason. So I just want to say thanks, everyone, for listening. And if there's any questions, please make sure to field them in the Q&A after the webinar. Thank you so much. And Ryan, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Devin. So at this point in the presentation, I'm going to probably repeat myself a couple times, and I may even repeat a little bit of what has already been said. But I want to make sure that we share with you what you can expect from GMS as we support you through the transition to the new online experience. And we know transitions can create questions, so support is a major focus for us for this launch. And as intuitive as we believe the new platform is, we still recognize that there are a lot of changes coming your way, and we want to ensure that you are both prepared and comfortable as possible for this new experience. To summarize Devin's words regarding the dedicated landing page, you will gain access to those FAQs, walkthroughs with tours of the portal, the training videos, and access to our dedicated customer support. We want you really to have all the relevant information at your disposal anytime you need it. And we fully expect the content of that landing page to prepare you for success. And I recommend you check this out ahead of the renewal date, as this is online and it is available to you 24/7. And remember, You won't have access to the new portal until you receive your welcome and activation emails, and those will arrive potentially a day or two ahead of July 1st. Additionally, there's that dedicated toll-free number, as Devin mentioned, and that is available to you both before and after launch. So you can access that number today right through until 30 days after launch. And I'll have a slide at the very end that summarizes all of that for you. It is on your landing page as well, but we do have it at the end of this presentation to cover that in more detail. We have the specialized customer service representatives ready for you. They have been trained specifically to support SRA through the transition. And these folks are ready to help you with your renewal, getting you signed up on the new portal, helping you take advantage of any new drug, dental, or travel options that you may want to explore, or just simply answering any of your questions that you may have. Again, the new portal itself goes live July 1, and know that support resources will continue evolving after launch as new features are introduced. I say that as your new experience will be amazing out of the box, but know that it's only the beginning. As we move onto this more modern platform, we put ourselves in a strong position to continue to enhance your experience over time. And lastly, on this slide, apart from the online assistance available to you, you can also book your appointments or receive that front counter assistance if you need help setting up your account. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. So this slide really brings together all of the different support channels available to SRA members. Oh, sorry, back up one. There we go. As mentioned, our support hub and landing page will provide practical resources, including those FAQs, the videos, and the setup guidance. The resource hub will have your forms, insurance articles, provider lookup tools, and drug lookup information. SRA members have been receiving communications over the past number of months. So our hope, of course, is that you've been following along as we've been working or moving along this journey to get ready for July 1st. And know that the next communication you're going to receive will be that welcome and portal activation email that covers how to create your account and gain access to everything that the portal has to offer. Some of the things have already been mentioned, but you will get access to your policy booklet, your drug card, your claim information, of course, and all the things that Chantel and team have shared earlier. Our customer care teams, of course, are prepared to support you through both in-person and phone interactions as we do today. And as mentioned, we do have that dedicated support staff ready for your calls. You will take priority as we aim to assist you through your renewal, and that's the point of that. So overall, our goal is really to ensure members feel fully supported before, during, and after transition. Okay, so we'll just hop to the final slide here. So again, this is really just summarizing the things that we've talked about already, but I really just want to make sure that you understand what availability we have over the coming weeks to support you. You'll notice that special support line again, and if you need assistance, again, it is readily available to you. The dedicated support line, just to be clear, will operate from June 1st through July 30th. So it's active today, continue to be there for the next 30 days after your renewal date. And again, the customer care team is there to help, whether it's your plan renewal, portal setup, login support, really anything surrounding your benefit add-ons, the drug, dental, or travel, and really ready to handle any of your general transition questions. So on launch day, one special note on July 1st, we do have special support hours available. As that's a stat holiday where we wouldn't normally have folks available to take your calls, we have lined up our customer care team to be able to help you on your renewal date. And members can also continue using the GMS customer care line for those broader support needs. And this is the number you're all very familiar with, and we'll continue to be there for you during our regular business hours. So most importantly, I encourage members really not to wait. If you experience any issues anywhere along the line, help is available to you. And that's a lot of information. I know we've covered a lot today, I'm sure there's going to be a number of questions. So I'll end the presentation here, and then we can take some time here to answer those questions. And again, not to worry, if we don't get to everything, we'll absolutely circle back with you, to get every question answered after the webinar. Okay, so we can open it up for questions.
Good. And I do want to take this opportunity as well to thank all three of you for your presentation here. It did feel a little like drinking out of a fire hose, but you folks really know your stuff well, and it shows. So with that, Ryan, Chantel, Devin, thank you very much for the presentation. And now we'll put you on the hot seat here for a few minutes with the questions that will come in. I'll turn the floor over to Harold and Bill to walk us through that portion.
Good morning, everyone. So yeah, we'll start with first question. I think probably was answered during the presentation, but can you go to this now to learn how to get into the new portal? So I think you'd mentioned some FAQs and things, but that's from Shannon.
Yes. So that the landing page that we had mentioned has all this information. It's available today. You can absolutely go there. We actually encourage you to go there, and you can take your time. Obviously, we went through a lot of material today really quickly, but you'll be able to take your time. It's available 24/7, and yeah, you can absolutely leverage that. That's what it's there for.
Okay, next question from Fran. And she's just asking, so we all, including existing members, or is this just new members register? And does everyone have to provide banking information again, or does that migrate from the old portal?
Yes, so the banking information will come across from the existing portal, and so that shouldn't have to change unless I guess there is one small change that we were making to the environment where at least in the short term, we can only allow one bank account for claim payments. And so that is something that anyone that's impacted by that will be contacting directly. So we will handle it that way. And but in terms of the main question there, yes, everybody is coming over, whether you're an existing member or new member, everybody will be migrated over, and you'll get to experience the new portal come July 1st when your renewal date happens. Those things are happening in conjunction with each other.
Okay. From Larry, will both the member and the spouse be able to do separate claims with their own user and passcode? We want to be able to log in on our own.
I can take that one. Yeah, so at this time, it's one login per policy. So one login, one email, one password.
Next question from Lyle. How does the system work? How secure is the computer system? I think in relation probably to the old portal, and is the data protected?
Yeah, I can take this one. So yes, we certainly follow industry standard in terms of data security and those types of things. It would follow very similarly to what we have in place today. Your data doesn't leave the country. Now, I'll admit I'm not on the IT side of the fence, but if you want a little more clarity on what safeguards we have in place, just give me a chance to go back to our IT team, and I can respond to that question in more detail.
Okay, next question from Douglas. With the data split between the old portal and new portal, will we get one year-end report or two for 2026?
There would be you'll still get the one year-end report. I think because we are moving across and keeping this transition in line with your renewal year, it will make it it should make it fairly simple, I guess, to be able to keep the renewal years separate from a reporting perspective.
Okay, from Holly, I want to change my benefit levels for both the dental and prescription plans for July 1st. How do I ensure this is enabled? Could you do it before?
Yeah, you can certainly you can do that. You can do that anytime here now, and simply call in, and we'll certainly help you walk through that process.
So from Wendy, we already have direct deposit in place. Will that stay in place, or we have to resubmit that information?
I can take that one. So that will continue just as long as you didn't have the two separate bank accounts. So the members that did have two different bank accounts set up, we have reached out to them to move towards one. But for those that currently just have that one direct deposit, so where the member has it, for them and perhaps their dependents, that will transfer over and no action will be required on your side.
Hey, from Arlene, when we register for the new My GMS portal, will we need to submit new forms for monthly payment plan and for checks to be deposited in our accounts, or will the old forms carry over?
Yeah, so same as before. So there's two pieces, right? If you have that monthly debit for your monthly premium, that will also carry over for you. And then as if you just have the one bank account for direct deposit, that will also move over as well.
Right now, this is from Sheila. Right now, shoppers, my dentist and optometrist all submit claims for me. Does this change?
No, that all your provider information will remain the same. There's no additional action required.
Okay. From Robert, will you be using two-factor authentication with the new portal access?
So I don't believe, Chantel, maybe just to make sure, I don't believe we have two-factor authentication added to the login experience at this time.
Correct. We do have the single sign-on though.
Question from John. Where is the data stored?
Well, I know the data is stored within Canada, but again, I don't want to misrepresent anything. So let me take that one away, and I'll make sure we get a response to that.
Okay, from Mark. Can we still submit claims via paper form and drop off at GMS on 2055 Albert Street, as my wife does not do this online?
Yes, absolutely. That is still the case as it has been in the past. Yeah, no changes there.
So there's a number of questions here, but from Tricia, there's multiple questions asking the same question. Can we still have multiple providers per claim?
I guess just a little clarity on that one. Are we wondering if we can submit multiple claims on one claim? And if that's the case, no. So that'll be the biggest change. So if you do bring it to the front counter, you can bring a handful of claims, no problem. Or if you mail them in. But when you go online, it'll be you submit one claim at a time. So as soon as you submit it, though, you can go submit another claim. It'll take you right back to that claim form. So hopefully that answers the question. And then in terms of going to the provider, again, nothing changes there. It'll continue going through as it does today.
Okay, from Lucy, will we receive an email at the end of the year with our yearly GMS premiums for income tax purposes, or will it be in the portal tab?
Yeah, good question, and one we're excited about because we've had a lot of feedback from members over the years about wanting to be able to access that receipt in the portal. So that will be available in the portal. And I believe we're hoping to have that completed by the end of December. So it's available at the beginning of January.
So this one's sort of a similar tax question. So for 2026 tax year purposes, will the old program give me, or customer services give me access to a summary print of claims paid and unpaid for tax purposes for January 1st to June 30th, 2026? So it's just for that window.
Yeah, so we will provide that. So we'll have some of your claims in the old world, right, from our previous system, and so that'll be available upon request as you do today. And then for the future ones, that will be accessible through your new portal. And what you're actually going to find through your new portal as your claims start to accumulate, there's a nice little search and filter function in there as well, where depending what you need, you can search it by your claim type, dollar amount, dates, however you prefer, and you can also print it from there.
Okay, here's one more tax question from Van. Will there be a printable, it's sort of related, but will there be a printable summary of claims for income tax purposes? For example, what was covered by GMS and what wasn't?
Yes, yeah, so exactly. Just they'll be able to access that through their new portal for claims that were July 1st and on. And then for ones that were dated prior to that, you would, I believe, contact us, I think, Mohit. Or you could look into your portal and do a screenshot, but it's not an actual report that gets ran, so you could contact us as well.
This is from Greg. Can monthly premiums be set up on credit card, or credit card payments only available for one-time annual payment?
You can now set up for monthly credit card payments. So if you're interested in that, you can give us a call. At this time, we're not able to update that for your July 1 online, but you could give us a call to switch that.
Okay, so this is from Betty. She says, one of the issues I had with the old site was downloading claims paid history for a specific time period separately for each insured and for each coverage in order to do income tax. Will the new site have a better feature for download if the information is needed for income tax? So yeah, I guess is it the same downloading process, or is it?
It's much better. So, but again, it's just going to be for the July 1st and on claims. But yes, you will be able to search by date, by benefit type, by member, dependent. There's a much better search functionality built into the new member experience.
From Shirley, if you have, for example, 3 physio claims, each submitted one at a time, or does that mean each provider one claim at a time? So we've had several questions like this.
Yes, so it's per claim, so not per provider, it is per claim. So every massage claim that you would have, even if it is with the same provider, would equal 3 claims, and you have to submit them one at a time.
So this is an interesting one from James. I didn't think of this, but how long will the old portal be open?
Yeah, at this time, we don't have a date, but we will definitely communicate that once we have a better idea of what that date is. And it's likely not anytime soon.
So this is from Edwin. Can I use my existing password for the new portal once I enter it on July 1st?
Yes, you bet.
Another one on 2-factor authentication. So that's coming? Or do we have that?
It's not there right now. It is something we're considering as part of further securing the environment. But as we move forward, there's going to be a number of enhancements over time. That could potentially be one of them. We don't have any time frame though on specific enhancements at this moment.
Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of these are repeat. Again, Jim's asking how long will old claim payment information be available on the old portal?
Yeah, we'll certainly be communicating that, as Chantel mentioned, and I think as she also said, it'll be there for some time yet. Certainly, in going into next year, and again, we'll be communicating as we get close to turning down the old system.
This one's maybe not completely related, but it's interesting question from Annette. Is there an admin fee to use credit card for monthly payments?
Not at this time, no.
So here's a question from Shelley. I've had no contact about choosing one bank account for my spouse's deposits. When will this happen?
So this might be one we might want a little more information on, and perhaps a takeaway, or Shelley, if you could give us a call. If you haven't received anything, it's likely because you only had the one bank account, or perhaps no bank account. If you and your spouse did have two separate ones, you should have been contacted by now. So I would just maybe recommend giving the call center a call, and then we can just make sure that everything's in order for your account.
Okay, so this is one from Robert. This is a bit of a repeat, but I think because we've had a number of questions on this same thing, I'm just going to read it. So we travel for a couple of months during the winter. I have 5 prescriptions I take each month. Our pharmacy can only reimburse 1 renewal prescription per month. Sometimes I will have 12 to 15 prescriptions I have to submit manually and on the old portal. I could do this as a bulk submission. With the new portal, does this mean I have to submit each prescription separately?
Yes, that's correct. You will have to submit those individually.
From Linda, when logging into the old portal, where is the new portal displayed?
So what we recommend you do is you log into the new portal experience, and from there, when and if you need to access the old portal, you can access that through the support hub.
Okay, and this is probably a follow-up to the follow-up question I had for you, Chantel. How does submitting each claim separately make it easier or simpler for members? I think it helps on both sides, but mostly on the processing side, I think, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good and fair question. So really what we've tried to do is streamline it for faster claim payment, right? So we want to really get you your claim payment as quick as possible. So it helps the workflow on that back end. This also gets us one step closer when we move into the auto adjudication. So having that claim processed in real time. And so rather than have built sort of what we have existing and then change it again to then change it again, when we move to auto adjudication, we wanted to just start taking baby steps towards that. So we do understand it's going to take a little extra time. The one thing we did try to do was really only ask you the information we need depending on the claim that you're submitting. So having that minimal amount of input needed, and making that claim process as quick as possible, and even as quick as possible to jump back to submitting another claim. So we will be keeping our eye on it, but for sure, it's more about having just your claim process faster to get your claim payment to you quicker. As well as you would have seen the claim status update. So this allows us for being able to communicate with you on each claim. So there's times where you might send a stack of claims in, and one or two may need more information, or you might need a little clarity on. So that really allows us to pay those other claims while that other one is in that pending state and request that additional information.
Just want to add to that, Chantal, good point. When sometimes clients wait for maybe 8 to 9 months to submit all the claims bunched together, sometimes they miss a receipt. And once you cross 12 months from the date of service, unfortunately, we may not be able to adjudicate them. So this will be a good habit. Like you incur a claim, you submit, we reimburse right away.
So this is a question from Robert. Will the new portal allow me to change my single policy to a couple policy when my wife retires?
Yeah, so at this time, you would be able to request it online, but there is there's not an like an online application. So you could complete the application, sign into your portal, and attach it so it comes in securely, and then we would update the information, or you could continue to mail it in. Now, depending when your wife retires, that process may be a little more automated and available online, but at this time, we don't have that.
Okay, another question from Maria. Is the URL to the dedicated landing page the same URL that we will use for the access to the new portal?
I can take that one. So the landing page URL, so that is mainly more for instructional purposes, whereas for the login for the old as well as the new portal will just be, so in the main navigation on the GMS website, it'll be called My GMS login, and then it'll tab down to customer login, and then when you click on that particular URL, it will give you the option to log into the existing experience as well as the new experience come July 1st. I hope that answers your question.
And just as a reminder, you'll also be receiving that activation email on July 1st, and you can use that to sign up for your portal.
So a question from Joanne. I'm currently waiting for a letter showing that I'm not eligible for Saskatchewan Special Support Program due to delays on eHealth. I may not receive it by June 30th. Will I need to submit this letter in both systems?
No, you won't. And actually, just on that point with special support and whatnot, all of that information will be transferred and saved. You won't have to resubmit anything that you have previously, or referrals or whatnot.
This is from James. Will a link be provided to gain access from the new portal to the old portal?
Yes, so that will be in your actual portal. So once you've logged in the support hub, that's where you will find that link that will allow you to go back to the old portal.
Okay, and there's quite a few questions about this one. Where can I watch this webinar again at a later date? It's from Shelley.
I can take that. I guess I mentioned just that it will go on the SRA website, and we'll have that very shortly after this session today. And we'll be posting it on the SRA website, and it'll be available there.
How are we doing for time there, Harold? We still okay?
I think we're okay. If there's more questions, if they're starting to repeat, though, let us know if we think we've answered the full number of them.
We're starting to repeat a few, so I'll just read a few of there's a few others here that are remaining that I'll go through here. So what is the URL for the new page?
I take that one. So the URL for the members specific page will be gms.ca/associations/SRA. When we talk about the login experience, right now it is gms.ca/customer-login. And then you'll be able to log in utilizing that moving forward. But again, that just to Chantel's point earlier, there will be an activation link sent closer to July 1st. So then you'll be able to utilize that directly from our emails.
Okay, so this is from Char, and I guess it's just a follow-up on that two-factor authentication. When moving toward two-factor authentication, we would like to request an email or cell number be the options to use. So when traveling outside of Canada, we can access our account. So that's just a comment on that two-factor.
Okay, fair enough.
Removing my spouse's, this is from Mark, removing my spouse's direct deposit account and making us both use the same one. Well, have you had much feedback on this? Will a second account ever be made available? Like a second direct deposit?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I guess what I'll say to that is it is on our roadmap in terms of something that we are going to look at adding in the future. We don't have a timeline on when that feature may become available. But for the time being, it is just the one account.
From Bev, will the new portal show how much is left to claim by practitioner? Also, will it show what is allowed and amount left for dental claims?
Yes, you bet it will. If someone can remind me what if the benefit is per practitioner under this SRA plan? So do you get so much per massage, so much per physiotherapy?
Yes, that's right. It's 400 for each.
Perfect.
To a maximum
yes.
of 2,000.
Okay, great. Yeah, so it's going to show that overall max as well as that per practitioner.
Yeah. So we pay 80% up to the reasonable and customary charge of their province of residence and 400 per specialty with $2,000 annual max for health practitioner in one policy year.
Yes, so you'll be able to see exactly how much you have used per practitioner.
This is from Denise. Is the portal link on the SRA or GMS website?
I think it's on the GMS website, but we could certainly do a link on the SRA website to the portal. That would be something that we should do for sure. We could do that, Bill.
Just going through here. Okay, I'll throw this one out there. When purchasing a 90-day add-on to the 60-day, we still need an additional 30 days. Where does the additional 30-day purchase take effect?
I can take that. So under SRA plan, you get clients get 60 days for trip outside Canada, and then you have max 90 days available for travel add-on. That makes to almost 150 days. And if you still are outside Canada, you can buy our Travel Star policy, which is again a single add-on, and that will start from the 151st day. Just wanting to make sure you should check with your province. Because clients are allowed certain days only outside the province. Generally for Saskatchewan, it's 212 days. Beyond that, the policies may not be eligible for the coverage because you may lose your health coverage for the province.
This is a question from Pamela. Do we still have to send in a scan of each claim?
Yeah, so in order to submit that claim online, we do require a copy of a receipt.
This is from Augustine. I have auto monthly withdrawal for premium. Do I need to resubmit my account number for direct deposit?
No, you don't. That will carry over into the new platform.
That's all the questions I've got right now. We could leave it open another few seconds here, but just scanning here, but I don't see too many new ones that we haven't got to or that we can follow up later on. Yeah, that one looks like it's been hit. Okay, I'll read this. Did I understand correctly after submitting one claim, there will be a balance showing how much is left to spend with prescriptions and each service?
Yes, that is correct. Once the claim has been processed, yes.
Okay, are we finished, Bill, do you think?
This will be the last one. Ended on one last tax question. The policy year does not line up with the calendar year, which is what I use for submitting health and dental claims for income tax. Can we choose the start and end dates for a report for income tax purposes? That's from Monique.
Yes, you can, but it'll be two different reports. So if there's any report needed prior to July 1, that'll come through request once you contacted us, and anything July 1st and forward, you can run that directly in your new member portal. So you basically have to submit two different reports for the one tax season.
Yeah, so I think that's, so I'll just say that a lot of the questions here that if you haven't heard them, mostly they've been covered off by other people asking the same question. But we will get a copy of all the questions and make sure that the ones that we didn't air, we'll respond to for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it there, Harold.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. Lots of really great questions there, and as Erwin said, a very knowledgeable group from GMS, and really appreciate Ryan and Chantal, Davin, and Moet for your time and for the response to all these questions. Really appreciate it, and thanks so much for responding to our questions. And as Bill said, we'll follow up with those that we weren't able to get to, and we'll keep track of this kind of going forward, as this whole new member experience with the portal is going to be new for all of us. So we'll just keep an eye on that kind of as it goes forward, and we'll keep members informed as things sort of change or happen there. I want to advise of any upcoming webinars, and we will be probably doing a webinar this fall on the member survey, where we're going to try to do a presentation of that during the AGM, but we had some technical issues there and weren't able to actually get to it, unfortunately. So we'll probably maybe try to do a webinar later in sometime this fall on the member survey. I want to thank all the members for participating in the webcast and the conversation with GMS today. And hopefully the information that we shared today will help answer your questions. We're glad to see more members participating from across Saskatchewan and beyond with the webcast option for members. And we'll continue to do that and share information we think is important for our members to hear. I want you to stay logged on and complete the short survey at the end of today's webcast to gather your feedback, and so we can learn more from this experience as we plan for the future events. Again, I'll thank you to the GMS team for your participation and support today. I want to thank Terry Scott of VoiceWorks and your team for your support. And thanks again for the participation and support from SRA. And thanks for Bill and Erwin today as well for your input. And remember, take the time, fill out the survey. And thanks again for your participation in this great webinar. Thank you. Bye now.